Hello guys, so before we start this video, I do want to say that I forgot to record on my microphone, so you're going to see a switch in like audio differences, so I apologize for that. And also, I forgot to say a few things that I wanted to say about the game that just went on Sunday night, Rams and Lions obviously. So before the game started, we had this excellent performance by Trick Trick. He sang his Welcome to Detroit song he did with Eminem, and the crowd was rapping the lyrics and they were jumping. We were pumped up after that, and the crowd never got silent really until the offense hit the field. But that was excellent. It was bobblehead night for Jahmyr Gibbs, and I got myself a bobblehead. He's sitting right next to me as I'm recording this. It was just an electric game. I had a blast, and my mom was with me. I was in this like Lions costume. I had a big Lions chain around my neck. You know, it was just awesome. I might show some pictures in the video, but overall, I'm gonna let the video start now, and so go Lions, and I hope you enjoy this video. All right, let's go. I guess I'm just gonna let Nick, myself, jump in here and have a great day. What is up, guys? It is your boy, Cheap Detroit Lions Memes, and I am here with a recap of the Lions game that we watched Sunday night. I was at the game and present during the overtime comeback, or the comeback to send the game into overtime to eventually win it in overtime off of a Montgomery 1-yard touchdown run. And yeah, oh my gosh, what a game this was. I know the Rams, I think very highly of the Rams. I don't think they're a lowly team like some people might think. Very few people probably think that, but the people who do think that are wrong for sure, because Matthew Stafford was carving us up. And I have to say, we did not play our best football that day. But just to recap, the first points were scored in the first quarter by the LA Rams. Detroit was scoreless in the first quarter. So it was 3-0 going into the second. Then a field goal by Jake Bates and a rushing touchdown by Gibbs, which just barely crossed over the plane, which gave us the lead going into halftime, 10-3. Then we scored a touchdown off of a pass deep left to a JMO, and that was amazing. I think there was a penalty on the play, but it didn't matter because it ended up being a touchdown anyways. So we were winning 17-3 at that point. And then this is when the Rams started carving us up. Williams had a 2-yard touchdown, and then the fourth quarter came. They kicked a field goal to tie it up. And then they scored a touchdown off of a Cooper Kupp 9-yard touchdown. And then after that, we had to tie it off of Jake Bates' 32-yard field goal, which led to the overtime where Montgomery just shined. He was shining, man. Montgomery was killing it. And he ended up scoring a 1-yard touchdown to send the game away. Or not send it away. Send the Rams packing and going home or whatever they're going to go to. I don't know who they face next week. I probably should look that up. But just want to say, yeah, the Rams are decent, man. I like the Rams this season. Matthew Stafford was carving us up other than that one interception. I would say Matthew Stafford had a really, really good game. That one interception in the end zone was probably what tips it for not like the best quarterback performance of the week. He probably should have scored on that drive. I'll be honest with you, and we probably shouldn't have won this game. We weren't playing our best football. I'll be honest with you, but this is what elite teams do. they can have bad games and still win the game overall. The Rams gave it their all. Like, they were balling out there, and we still somehow won. Now, if Puka Nacua doesn't get injured, maybe we lose. But then again, what if DJ Reader was available for today? You know, maybe that would have stopped the run a little bit. So you don't really know, you know. But in the end, we come out with the W. When it comes down to it, I want to give the Player of the Game award, like the Knicks. This is my cheap Detroit Lions meme award for Player of the Game, and that goes to JMO. JMO carved it up. He had 5 catches for 121 yards and 1 touchdown. Did he have a run? I don't know if he ran the ball at all. I think he might have had 1 run, but I don't. Let me check. I don't want to be wrong now. No. Yeah, JMO had a run for 13 yards, so he had a total of 134 yards, 134 yards total, if you count the rushing yards. Jake Bates was perfect, 2 for 2, and he also scored 2 extra points, so that's great. Jack Fox, man, he had a great punt in that game. Yeah, overall, Terrion Arnold, I was kind of impressed. I know others weren't too impressed by him. Like, I think he looked kind of like he's been here before. Now, he didn't look like a superstar or anything like that, but he looked like he looked like a veteran presence out there, you know, but he's a rookie, you know, so that's pretty good to see. Brian Branch was awesome. Hutchinson had a sack, but it was kind of a give-me sack, so... And Kirby Joseph had an interception, so that was pretty good too. I really liked the interception Kirby Joseph had, I just love the sack Hutchinson had on Stafford. That was pretty awesome. I'd love to see that. Michigan player sacking Stafford just makes me smile. But yeah, overall, this was a really good game. Our defense was shaky at times, but overall, they got the job done. And our offense, oh my God, I want to say we were kind of sloppy. Other than JMO and Montgomery, we were really sloppy out there. And I'm glad that we ended up winning this game, but we weren't the better team tonight. I'll be honest with you, the LA Rams were carving us up. But hey, we're elite, so even elite teams have bad games. It just depends. Like, we ended up coming out with the W, and that's all that matters in the end. And yeah, you got to look toward the next game, which is against Tampa Bay, and it could very well go the same way. I mean, that's another team we beat in the playoffs, you know, last season. So I really can't wait for the next game. I'll give you my score prediction for the next game in a second here. But overall, Goff got sacked like twice, I believe. And he was kind of not comfortable in the pocket, it didn't seem. But St. Brown and Laporta were like nowhere to be found. So that kind of sucked. But overall, we got the W. And that's all that you can ask for, right? I was at the game. The building was electric. It was just awesome to be in that environment. It was like playoff atmosphere, and we were loud. Oh my gosh, were we loud. And I'm looking at the spread and the money line and all that for the next game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They have us winning by 7 points, and I think we're gonna win, but I just don't know if it's gonna be that big of a margin, you know. Like, I feel like it's gonna be pretty close, like 4-point difference. I mean, Baker had a great game. Who'd they face? I think the Buccaneers faced. The Buccaneers played the Washington Commanders, so that's not a very impressive team to beat. But you never know, getting a rookie quarterback with what's his name? Jaden Daniels. You don't know what you're going to get out of him, so of course the defense, I think the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have a good defense, and Baker Mayfield carved Washington up with 4 touchdowns, 289 yards passing, and he had a damn near perfect rating. You know, he threw 30 passes and had 24 completions. So that's pretty amazing. Mike Evans, of course, is someone you got to watch out for. He had 2 touchdowns in that game. So I'm a little nervous for this Tampa Bay game, but overall, I think we could win. I don't know if it's going to be a 7-point lead at the end of the game, but I like what we are bringing to the table. And hopefully DJ Reader will be in this game so we can see what he can do. I expect him to be able to be a good presence in the pocket, rushing the pocket. I feel like he can take 2 guys on at a time, maybe even 3 at times. He's just a strong dude, and he can stop the run. But what the problem is that Aiden Hutchinson gets double teamed so much and held at the line of scrimmage so much that it's almost impossible for him to get to the quarterback. So we need that presence to take a guy or 2 with him, you know? And DJ Reader is that dude when healthy. So I can't wait to see DJ Reader if he does play against Tampa Bay. I'll be looking at him. Obviously, with the last game that J-Mo had, we'll all be looking at J-Mo. Hopefully St. Brown can get back to his old self. And Laporta, man, I want to see Laporta more, you know? I wish we saw a little bit more of him last Sunday, or this last Sunday, but it's all right, you know? A W is a W, and that's all I can ask for. Yeah. So when it comes down to it, what do I think the Lions and Buccaneers game is going to be like? Well, it's in Detroit, I believe, right? So yeah, it's in Detroit, and another home game, probably going to be an electric playoff atmosphere. A lot of the home games are going to be like that, against the good teams that are playoff contenders for sure. I have this game going down to the wire. I'm going to say it's going to be 27-24 Lions win. So that's my prediction for the game. Look for St. Brown to bounce back, and hopefully J-Mo can continue this streak, you know. But overall, I just love what I'm seeing out of this team. Even if we're playing bad, we win games. And that was never how it was. Like before, we could play our hearts out. We could play amazing football and we'd still lose. You know, that's how we were back in the day. But we're not the same old Lions anymore. So that's good to know. But overall, I think this is an enlightening game. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And yeah. So with that being said, I'm going to have to say goodbye to y'all today. So I hope you guys liked the video, and if you want, you can subscribe for cheap Detroit Lions memes and sports recaps. I don't know if I'm gonna actually like pursue this channel aggressively. You might see a recap here, a recap there. Probably only do it when we win. Maybe I'll do it when we lose, because maybe I'll have something to say when we lose. Like maybe there'll be like a call like that Dallas game where I just bitch and complain about what happened in the game, you know. But overall, I think that I'm happy with how that game against the Rams turned out. And yeah. If you guys want more of this sports recaps, I would be happy to do it. Maybe I can even do it for some other sports like Pistons related. I'm not really a big fan of baseball, and I like hockey, but the Red Wings just kind of stinks, so I haven't really been watching the Red Wings like that. But I'm a huge fan of the Lions, and I do like the Pistons as well. If you don't know who I am, I used to go by the name Blue Yeti on YouTube, but now I'm going by the name of Cheap Detroit Lions Memes. That's also my Facebook page that I have on Facebook. My group or page on Facebook that's what it's called. Ugh, sorry. So yeah. I hope you guys are having a great day, and go Lions! Restore the roar, baby.